Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. I'm Garbonix, and
Here, boy.
Evelyn is in our
I've
house,
something to wet your teeth on.
talking to our dog.
Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it. Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
Well, it's been
Aveline.
some
Look
time,
after Hawk.
in-game at least,
The champion
since
of
we
Kirkwall
got anything,
doesn't
and
need my protection, Meryl.
we should probably visit Gamlin.
Meryl, what brought this on?
Anything could happen. You protect them, though. It's what you do.
There's nothing to worry about, Meryl.
Bit weird information that Meryl was asking about, but just gotta go back to Gamlin's house. And this
Leave that alone.
is essentially
There are
what
things in my life.
could be considered Gamlin's
Stay out of my
personal
business,
quest.
girl.
He was a companion.
That note mentioned the gem of Karoshek. What's that?
It's nothing. Never mind.
It's nothing. Just like last time when I found Grandfather's will.
Ah, don't be stupid. I lost everything chasing that gem. Our fortune, our home, even Mara.
That's where our fortune went.
That's the first time we're
I
hearing
don't
about
need another
this.
lecture. You got the damned estate. Why don't you go back there and stay out of my business?
Well, we could stay out of his business. Or we could rub our face all over his business. We were gonna rub our face all over his business.
Are you loyal, Prince?
Guard Captain?
To Kirkwall, are you loyal? You're set on a title in Starkhaven, but we're having a crisis here.
This isn't just a Kirkwall concern. If this chaos spreads, Starkhaven will need a strong ruler to beat back the tide.
I've seen greater men than you use that excuse.
Noted and ignored, Captain.
Dark Spawn. Here's the real dark.
Over in Darktown, meet,
Are you the ones who sent the
Mako.
note about the gem of Karoshek?
I think it's Mako.
We were beginning
They say it
to
later.
think you wouldn't show. It's rude to keep people waiting, you know? It's not like I don't got things to do.
Before picking up a note,
You're wasting my
this
time.
is quite a few
See, we was
people.
hired to give you a note. But this gem of Kirashek thing the note talks about, we decided we want that instead. You better hand it over.
You have 3 seconds before I start slicing off your toes.
You wasn't listening. We want the gem. Even if we got to kill you for it.
Stupid things people do. Because they should know who we are, considering, you know, they're in Kirkwall. We are considered to be the champion of Kirkwall. Yet they just think this is a totally good idea. You're supposed to loot the note off Mikhail's body, which we do, and
What's a wallop mallet?
normally
Cool.
the information window for that is supposed to pop up, which basically tells you about the Wallop Magnet
What does your
Mallet,
chantry do?
which is
I mean, you keep saying how
Gamlen's,
great it is. Anders and Isabella tell me to stay away from it, but what does
what was
it
hanging
do?
on Gamlen's wall, the hammer.
Among the Dalish, the keepers teach the children, preserve our history, perform magic. The priestesses here just sing.
The Chantry does many charitable works. It cares for widows and orphans.
Who in the Dalish would just be part of the clan, like everyone else? I just don't get it.
Yeah, there's some weird issues with this quest sometimes, such as when you actually investigate certain items or pick up things, they don't tell you.
Whoever's sending you love notes attacked me.
I told
Well,
you not to.
They tell you picked it up, but they don't tell you exactly what they're supposed to. So, because there are sometimes mistriggers for
Haven't played.
dialogue
Kid. Still got my map.
and pop-ups, like the Codex
Last
pop-ups.
time I was any good at something.
It's odd, but doesn't happen that often. Such as when you investigate this. Now, normally what's supposed to happen is they comment on the wood it's made from, which is made from the wood from a tree in the center of an elven alienage. So we have to swing on over to the alienage.
Do you have many dealings with the Knight Commander?
Please don't start with that. I'm not a Templar. I'm the captain of the guard.
The Vinadal tree is where we need
We
to go.
arrest burglars. The Knight Commander never gives us a thought.
Grand Cleric Elthina is worried about her. She's stopped taking the Chantry's advice.
Her job's not easy. Certain forces in the city are allied against her.
Clearly our Templars need strong leaders.
Until something changes, that's Meredith. And we must give her any support we are able.
I can't believe they used the wood from a Vanandal tree to make this Wallop mallet. It's just a child's toy.
Wallop Mallet? You must be the one I'm supposed to give this note to.
Get back to your tree and leave me alone.
And you're welcome.
Oh, to a warehouse next. It's like a treasure hunt.
So over in the docks at night, we find our warehouse available to peruse.
Come on,
This is actually
let's go search for those crates.
pretty easy if you know the shipment that you're looking for. And if you read the Codex entry, because that's one that doesn't pop up, most of these you actually end up having to go inside your Codex to read for some reason, even though normally they pop up.
Looks like we found the crate.
You actually do get what shipment number it is.
It's a trap!
And this is not a sensible thing for someone to do if they were wishing to, talk to Gamlen. That was a box full of poison. Or at least trap to put out a whole bunch of poison. Seems to be getting quite strange for whatever we're going for. I mean, like, all this effort over a gem? Whoever actually has this gem must have a pretty decent amount of money to hire all these mercenaries. Or these mercenaries are just really dumb. Once you actually find the shipment, it is not necessary to loot the rest of the shipment. But I forgot to loot the commander right there. So I went around and looted the rest of these shipments, thinking I'll find my directions in these, forgetting the commander existed until here, when I see his body again.
Perhaps we should pay a visit to Gamlen's would-be captor.
It's time to end this charade.
And that's a note that tells you about there's a cave outside of Kirkwall where you're supposed to go. You go inside of it, you have a fight with some undead and some spiders, nothing too important. Walk through and you get to this.
Gamlen couldn't even be bothered to come himself. I should have expected he'd send you, cousin.
You never told me you had a cousin.
I have a cousin. Gamlen never told you. Of course he didn't. Why would he?
Sorry to interrupt this touching family reunion, but we have unfinished business here.
Veld! What are you doing here?
Mekkel is dead. That bitch killed him.
He struck first. It was all self-defense.
Insult me again, and it won't just be this Mekkel who died by my hand.
Do you really think your threats will work? You killed my brother.
That doesn't make sense. Mekkel was just supposed to hand over the note.
You really think we didn't read it? We know about the gem charade. Hand it over. I won't let Mekkel's death be for nothing.
You let your brother go up against someone like Hawke for a stupid gem. You know what? I did find the gem, but you're not getting your pathetic little hands on it, Veld.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
And by hard way, he means we're going to. And this is a very annoying fight, so we're going to skip past most of it. Because after you kill Veld, or get him down to a certain point, there's roughly another 2 waves of mercenaries, and
You're pretty
it's
useful in a fight.
generally annoying.
You don't take after Gamlen at all. I don't care if you're my cousin or not. You could have gotten one of us killed. I'm sorry you got tangled up in all this. I didn't set this up for you. My mother, Mara, she left Gamlen before I was born. He was so fixated on finding that stupid gem, I doubt he even noticed she was gone. She told me about Gamlen before she died last year. I didn't even know about him.
You told Veld you had the gem. Were you lying?
Not at all. I found the gem. I managed to pull off what Gamlen couldn't.
You say Gamlen is obsessed with this gem, but he never mentioned it before your note turned up.
Maybe he didn't want you to know about it.
He mentioned he lost a lot searching for the gem. Maybe he gave up on it.
That would be a surprise, to say the least.
What kind of mother would stop her daughter from meeting her own father?
I don't blame her. She thought she was protecting me. She didn't want me to get hurt the way she did. I just wanted to see, I don't know, how far he'd go for something he really wanted. And then he doesn't even show up. I baited him with the one thing I thought would get his attention.
Well,
He cheats, lies.
we all know how we feel about
I wouldn't trust him if I were you.
Gamlen.
Yet you still treat him like family. There must be something good about him. I don't know what to do. What do you think?
If you have issues with Gamlen, deal with them yourself. I'm done here.
You're an ass. If Gamlen is anything like you, I don't need him in my life.
Whatever Gamlen is, he's family. You can't get that back once it's gone.
My mother was family. Gamlin is just some worthless ass who knocked her up. This gem has caused me nothing but grief. Like it's cursed. Take the blasted thing. My dear father deserves no less, and no more.
And honestly, the only person you want to actually loot there is Veld.
Aveline, what's in your mirror?
What do you mean?
In your mirror? What do you see?
A warrior? A wife? All the mistakes I made to get here and make it right. Why? What have you decided to see?
Sometimes it's hard to tell. Cracks, mostly. Maybe I'll borrow yours sometime, if that's all right.
It's all right.
So now we return to Gamlin with the gem.
You recognize this, Uncle?
You found it, huh? The bleeding gem of Kereshek. It's not half as impressive as I thought it would be. You going to tell who you got this from?
Don't bother asking me again. I'm not going to tell you.
I see. So all of a sudden, my business is none of my business.
And because we're in Lowtown, the alien is nearby. Alienage is nearby. Let's have a quick talk with Meryl. Even though she's been with us this entire time. That makes for the coming up conversation to be a bit
Do you think we'll win?
strange.
When what?
In the end. It feels like something is ending, doesn't it? Do you think we'll win?
Nothing is ending, Meryl. Things are a little tense, but it will pass.
I hope we win. Barrick will make it a good story, I'm sure.
So, with that conversation,
Come on, Daisy.
this-
You've been holed up in here for days. If you don't get some sunshine, you'll wilt.
I'm not a plant, Barrick. I'm fine.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawk.
Barrick is very sweet. Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. Were you looking for me? Nothing's wrong, is it?
I don't come to the alienage for my health.
Checking up on me? I suppose you think I might summon an army of demons at any moment. In the market the other day, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Tamlin. I blinked, and he was gone. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
Nothing is stopping you from going to see them.
I made my choice. I left. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine.
yeah,
I heard about the business in the square, Missy.
back at our
There's
house,
no trouble from it.
because that's a whole bunch of stuff that
Everyone wants something, don't they?
was strange for people to talk about.
Would have to be very
Especially considering we had Meryl with us that entire time. We're gonna check our mail. It's gonna get us a few quests, which will maybe pick up on one of them next time. We did get an update from Harel over in the across the sea. Thorfinn merchants asking us to get money loans from them, essentially. And then this. A note from someone we saved from Lord Harriman. I forgot who that is, much like the note implies. But with all that, see you next time.